Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. I thought I would start a reading with a little bit of clearing. So, if your energy has been a little bit low, if you need a little extra oomph and help, I hope that this helps. Just take a deep breath and release a lot of that negative energy, any ill will or ill intent towards the collective. Please remove it now. Any ill will or ill intent towards the collective, please remove it now. Any ill will or ill intent, please remove it. So will it be. Okay, so you know me, let's get started right away. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who have been here from the very beginning, thank you so much. Just remember, if this reading doesn't resonate, there are plenty of other readings on the channel that you may be able to watch. They're completely timeless. So again, you're more than welcome to check the other readings out. And please hit share and like and subscribe since we are a growing channel. Thank you so much. So let's see what we have for you. So this is going to be, I was guided to give a reading for growth and sort of kind of like help guide those that are needing a little bit of assistance on where to kind of go at this moment, okay? So this is, it may not be a love reading, but it's maybe something that you may need in another area of your life, okay? So let's see, books. Okay, the first one that popped out is books. You connect to your life purpose through your environment and with books. Okay, so some of you may be readers. You may enjoy reading. You may enjoy writing. Some of you may enjoy going to libraries. You may find a lot of comfort in that. Or you may even be thinking of actually, finding a sort of like a spot in your home or apartment, where you may have a lot of books and you want to fix it up to make that your space specifically just for reading. You may also enjoy flowers. Flowers could be bring you a lot of blessings, and it may bring you some peace and purpose as well. Okay, so some of you may even be florists, or you just may enjoy gardening, especially now that spring is coming, or it's here actually. One more, please. One more. Thank you. You're on the right path, okay? So for a lot of you who are thinking that you're not on the right path, or you've been second-guessing yourself, or, beating yourself up for maybe past failures or things like that, Spirit is saying that you are completely on the right path, okay? You are completely on the right path. The right path, just because you're on the right path, also, it doesn't mean that there aren't any challenges, okay? Obviously, there's going to be lessons learned throughout that path, and there may be some challenges that sort of pop up at that time, but Spirit wants you to know that you are currently on the path that you are supposed to be in, okay? What other messages do you have for the collective? What other messages and guidance do you have for the collective at this time, please? Okay, we have ambition, okay? So some of you are very ambitious right now. You want to see some things growth. This actually, spring is going to help you sort of solidify some plans, and actually, for a lot of you, I'm getting that you need to sort of put your plans on paper. So for some of you, you may have all these ideas and all these different things that you may want to start or have started, but it's better and more organized if you actually put it on paper, put it somewhere on a computer, your laptop, whatever it is that you use on a daily basis. So that way you're able to sort of refer back to, those ideas, and you're not missing anything. Because for a lot of you, um, you may come up with a really great idea, either for a business, or a work related event, etc. And you may totally forget about it, and then all of a sudden it pops up and it's a little bit too late to sort of use, or towards something. Okay, so they're telling me, and even for some of you, you may have like a board, either in the kitchen. There's a space that you have a board to sort of make sure that you are pinning down some of these ideas, especially the ideas that you get in the morning, to make sure you pin it down on the board. Okay, so that's just, a specific message for some of you. Let's see. Luck. So for a lot of you, you may be feeling very lucky at this time, okay? Or you feel like your luck is changing, okay? So you're becoming a little bit more prosperous. You're sort of heading into, again, this period of abundance where there is going to be a lot of growth and stability. I'm getting that a lot of you will be gaining a lot of knowledge during this time, and there's going to be foundations that you're working on. So a lot of foundation work, it's being actually manufactured at this time. For a lot of you, a lot of this foundation will come from having a home, okay? Maybe even getting a new job, but somewhere where it's gonna lay, I'm getting like the picture of construction workers, where they layer that first foundation. This is going to be like your first foundation into something bigger and better. All right, let's see, what other messages and guidance do you have for the collective at this point, please? What other messages do you have, please, and thank you. Ooh. Okay, so for a lot of you, you may be a little bit resistant to some of the changes that may be occurring. It may feel a little bit scary, which is, completely normal. But kind of like surrender to the process. I'm hearing surrender to the process, okay? One more, please. One more. Thank you. Okay, let's start here. All right. So for a lot of you, you're being asked to sort of let go. Okay, to let go. What are you being asked to let go? So whatever, was holding you back, whatever was, making you feel insecure, whatever was causing you any pain, anything that sort of brought up any feelings of insecurity and negativity. So you're being asked to sort of let it go, okay? Because you're actually maybe impeding a lot of this light and healing, okay, that is supposed to happen. This signifies a lot of your growth, and a lot of your spirit guides. They have you. So all you need to do is sort of let go. That saying, let go and let God. So let go, and so that way a lot of this healing energy could surround you, okay? Again, it may not be easy. It may be, may cause you a lot of anxiety to sort of give up that control. But giving up some of that control will actually help relieve, it's a catch-22, will help relieve a lot of the anxiety that you're currently feeling, and you may be able to sort of process a lot of this stuff better, okay? detach. So you're being asked to detach from a certain situation. Okay, you're being asked to sort of, I think some of you are holding on to a certain idea of how your life is supposed to turn out, or how, this job is supposed to be, how this relationship is supposed to be. You're holding on so tightly that you're not letting, again, some of that energy to kind of free itself. And by you holding on so tightly, it's causing you a lot of burdens that you don't need to have. Let's put it this way. It's causing you anxiety. It's causing you to feel insecure. It's causing you to sort of snap at people. So it's also causing you to, your mood to sort of fluctuate, okay? And you're being asked to sort of trust the outcome. Again, trust the outcome, and it's going to work out, but you sort of need to kind of step back a little bit and just let it go, okay? So both of these are basically saying the same thing, okay? Thank you. Let's see. Expand. Okay, so once you let go, again, it's going to provide that energy that, it's going to help you to sort of reach all these immense possibilities that have been sort of sitting at your doorstep, okay? The minute you let go, you will be able to sort of start seeing some of the opportunities that are knocking at your door. You may be able to see some the abundance kind of start coming in and rolling in. For a lot of you, it may be even the pivotal moment where you may even get a better job. Okay, your maybe the relationship that you're holding on so tightly to will, definitely change. And change sometimes can be very good, and sometimes it could be, very scary. But the reason why you need to let go is so this expansion could come in. Okay, let's see what tarot has for you. What messages do you have for the collective regarding this situation, please? What messages do you have for the collective regarding this situation, please? What messages do you have for the collective regarding this situation, please? And thank you. You need to be a little bit more tempered, okay? You need to sort of, again, have that patience with yourself and your surroundings, and that patience that you need to have with your spirit guides, that they got you. They are covering you. Again, they're trying to help you build this stability and, make sure that you are covered, that you're well taken care of, and you're sort of like fighting the process, okay? I'm getting like the picture of a train on a train track, and right now it's sort of like putting its brake on, okay? So you're fighting the movement, okay? You're fighting the movement. Yeah, so there may be certain things that you may need to sort of work on, maybe some shadow work, some toxic things. We all have certain things. Everyone here is, no one here is perfect. No one. You know what I mean? So we all have, some shadow work to do. We all have things to learn. We all have a certain amount of toxicity, whether that's, from relationships, childhood wounding, parents, siblings, etc. You're being asked to sort of look into that now, because that may be something that you sort of need to let go. Maybe a toxic relationship, maybe a toxic pattern of thinking, overthinking, overdoing, overfeeling, there's something that you're overdoing. Okay, there's something that you're completely overdoing at this time, where you're being asked to sort of take a chill pill, just relax kind of thing. Yeah, you're being asked to sort of look within, meditate, start thinking about some of those unhealthy patterns that probably have caused you to sort of go into this over protective mode of yourself. Was it something in childhood? Was it something recent? What was it? And shed some light on those issues, so that way you are able to sort of gently let it go and move on. Okay. And for some of you, this may require, you to kind of have a sit down by yourself and sort of mull over certain things. For others of you, it may require you to sort of either, sit down with a therapist, or, with a trusted friend, just to kind of say, you know what, things may not be as great as I thought they were, and I really need to kind of shed some light on this, or I've been thinking about XYZ, what is it? What do you think? As long as that other person is loving and impartial, and you know that you have a very healthy relationship with that other person, obviously, you may be able to confide with a trusted friend. Some of us may not have a trusted friend. Some of us, only have ourselves. So sometimes, bouncing off ideas, and I have another reading about this, that, sometimes it is difficult to sort of bounce off ideas and feelings when you don't have the people. You only have yourself, because you are the person that everybody comes to. So sometimes it is challenging to sort of find that person for yourself, and in that instant, if a lot of you are in that predicament, don't let your ego kind of hold you back by saying, well, I won't go to therapy, or I can't let anybody know what I'm thinking, or they're going to judge me. If you feel like your friends are going to judge you for not feeling great, or, feeling insecure, or, you're having a dark moment, those are not your friends. Okay. Those are not your friends. You need someone who is going to sort of be there for you 1,000%, not 100%, 1,000%, and give you that love and support that you deserve. Okay. And there's going to be, some justice that will come from this, some justice that probably in the past may have failed you. You are extremely intuitive, okay? A lot of you are extremely intuitive. So just use your intuition at this time also. Use your intuition. You have been through the mill with a lot of people, with a lot of different situations. People have stabbed you in the back, so taking this time for yourself to nurture yourself is extremely important. Extremely important, okay? Let's see what other messages pop up for you from Spirit. What advice do you have for the collective at this time, please? What advice? Obstacles and challenges. So again, you may have some obstacles and challenges, but the key to this is to keep moving forward. You have a ton of guidance, a ton of spirit guides that are illuminating the path for you, okay? You're not walking this path by yourself, okay? Although at times it may seem like it, just reach out to the source that you believe in, whether that's angels, whether, those are ancestors, spirit guides, whatever feels the most comfortable for you, they are there for you. and they're willing to guide that path for you and help you move forward. For a lot of you, you feel like you've been in this weird cycle of emotional loss, and this has been something that's sort of been impeding your growth, and it's taking you a very long time to sort of detach from a lot of the pain that that you went through in the past. Thank you. And for a lot of you, you need to sort of take care of your base chakra. So that may mean meditation, not taking walks outside, deep breathing, anything that makes you feel better. For some of you, it may just be, putting on some music and just relaxing, okay? And moving on. So you're being asked to, once you feel ready to take that step, to keep going, okay? Keep going, because you're definitely in that energy of growth, okay? You are definitely in the energy of growth and gaining that beautiful stability that is just right around the corner. You're very lucky at this time, okay? So you are going to be able to, work on many, many different things that you've wanted to work on the past and, sort of see grow. Let's see. One more, please. What other messages and advice do you have for the collective at this time, please? Okay. Trust. Okay. So basically just do that. Try to trust the process, okay? And let go. All right? So I hope this message resonated with you. Again, please hit share and subscribe. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And again, if this doesn't resonate for you, there's plenty of other messages and other readings on my channel that you probably could check out. Okay, so take care.